Yes, hey there folks, it's Tim, also known as Faceless Fat Loss over at facelessfatloss.com, that program of which is currently free, so grab it up after over 5 years online. The topic of this video is about how men view love and sex when it comes to women, specifically with a focus on their lust and attraction feelings. The reason being, in my program, I'm finally expanding more into the area of sex, which is long overdue. Those of you who've been following me for a while know that I have a focus on the immune system, a huge focus on the immune system. So that, of course, is going to carry over into pathogens and communicable disease. So I was with a bunch of male friends, a pretty substantial group, and we were having this conversation for which a female was popping in and out of the conversation here and there, but we tried to keep them out because we were having some fascinating discussion about the idea that men overwhelmingly, and I know this is going to sound kind of self-evident, but bear with me, well over 50% of the guys that we're talking were saying that when they're attracted to a woman, it has basically nothing to do with love the vast majority of the time. It's all about lust and sexual attraction. And some of the men were saying that when they feel an attraction that is more love-based, it has much less of a sexual component to it. So their feelings of love might come into play more if the sexual thing is not an overriding factor. And for the most part, if they're going to approach women at all, it's going to be based primarily on their lust and physical attraction, sexual attraction for that woman. And a lot of the men were saying that love in this regard had absolutely no bearing on the equation whatsoever. They were simply interested in the sex aspect. They had a sexual attraction, and they do not relate their sexual attraction to the feeling of love at all. Some of them said, yes, the feelings of love could develop later, but the sexual lust feelings too often override even the ability to feel love for a woman. Differentiating between lust and romance as being two completely separate things, two completely separate kinds of emotions that just do not really ever crisscross. I would dare say about a solid 50% of the men were suggesting that yes, they could and kind of do feel this way. Now, I'm not going to chime in. I'm not going to chime in on this. I'm just here to put up a video to bring up the matter and how I'm tying sex into my program. Also to tell you guys about this great new condom, these condoms for which I am one of the very few promoters of in the entire country that I'm really happy and excited about. There is a link below this video where you can explore those awesome, very unique condoms, so be sure to check that out. And I will discuss more about safe sex as well in my program, discussing techniques that I have used in the past and that are kind of unique and you don't hear much about. So I'm excited to be able to bring that to everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Love, happiness, health, and peace.